run the ball down their throats and run it at a high clip, get gains for chunks, and then when that happens, Brady might be able to throw the ball downfield, but you got to execute the offense the way that it should. As Brody McAllister gets set to kick this one off. Here it comes, and it is up and away, and he boots a good one down to about the 9-yard line. It is fielded. It is up across 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh,
He's
wow.
going to get a good return out to about the 34.5-yard line or so. So nice little return there for Allen County Scottsville. They're out here tonight in the white jersey tops with the red lids and the blue pants, as your Wildcats are in the white bottoms, blue tops, and blue lids. With the white letters.
And Cody, I'm going to try my best to track down a score. A game that we really want to watch tonight is John Hardin and E-Town. Whoever wins that game is where the Wildcats will go 2 weeks from tonight in the opening round of the playoffs.
Yep. So no matter what, we're going to have us about a good hour and a half drive next week, or 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yep.
All right, sending it out across the left side, across 30, 35, and hit just about a yard after the line of scrimmage. He might get a gain of 2.5 on that one. He got a pretty good spot.
Give him 3, almost 3. About 2.5. You're right.
Yeah, decent little spot there. Now they're going to bring it back to where he actually was, but they're going to call this probably about a 2nd and 7 on the pitch out to the left. And I got to say, just from the first play there, looking a little timid out of the backfield
for sure.
there.
Yep, no doubt about it.
I'm told that they are also without their starting center. So Jackson Gass cheating up. He comes across, some pressure in the backfield, and the quarterback has to get rid of it very quickly.
I think that is Cannon Hood playing quarterback, I believe.
Okay.
Number 9, it looks like. Again, they've got some numbers on the jerseys that these old eyes have a hard. Yeah, that's him. Cannon Hood.
Hood, the sophomore.
I wonder if I bet you anything that's probably Coach Hood's son.
He's played in 4 games this season, 17 of 38 on the year for 262 yards total with 2 interceptions and 2 touchdowns.
He had his tight end open on that play and threw it over his head.
Yeah, a lot of pressure up the middle from the Wildcat defense. Looking to pass, short arms it, threw a duck out there to his would-be receiver, and that's 4th down. And here comes the punt team for Allen County Scottsville. It was almost like a sidearm pass there when he didn't have to. He could have cocked that one back and really hit his receiver a little more squarely.
I shouldn't say it, but I shouldn't say what I'm getting ready to say. I'm going to say it anyway. That looked like a team that's 0-8. I mean, that's there's just not much there.
Struggling.
I'm afraid. Yeah. They're going to. Nope. I thought he was going to fake it, but he ran with it and kicked it.
A little bit of that Australian punt, and Perry fields it, and he's broke a tackle. He's across the 50 over to the 45, the 40, the 35, and there are multiple flags out on the field. There was one in the backfield and then one on the return.
They're going to call a block in the back on the Wildcats, I think. By the letter of the rule, it's probably the right call, but I'm not sure I would have thrown the flag. I think you call a hold. Same thing, really. But so they'll take that back 10 yards from the spot.
Multiple flags there.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of flags means they all saw it. So, I guess. And we do have a 7-man crew again tonight, so we'll have a few more flags than.
But still turned out to be
normal.
A decent return from Perry as he got us out nearly to midfield to the Wildcat 48.
And it was a pretty good rugby kick there.
It was, yeah. The announcers for Scottsville jokingly said that their punter is probably their MVP on the year. Now here's the handoff to Howard. Howard's across the 50 up to the 55 and trying to carry some would-be tacklers down to the 44-yard line.
The 45, not the 55.
Yeah, the 55, my goodness. I'm just doing math over here, man. This is not Canadian football.
Everybody that has ever broadcast football has done that at one time.
I guarantee it. But, hey, first time all season.
And I only laugh because I've done it.
Man. So, it's been a long day. I've been up since 4 a.m.
There's an old video of somebody going 55, 60, 65.
Oh, my gosh. I hope not.
He got carried away.
All right, here's the handoff to Williams, his first carry, and he's across, up to the 30-yard line.
Good run, first down.
picking up right where he left off is senior running back Jarian Williams.
So early, you already see the talent difference in these two programs. I guess, if your Wildcats get you a little bit of a lead and maybe get some guys out of the game because, 2 weeks from tonight, it's winner or stay home. So
yes,
you don't want to have anybody.
Hand off to Jones up the middle. He's up to the 25, trying to fight for yardage there. Gets it down to about the 23, 24-yard line. Hard to tell where the spot's going to be. With a decent run there by Aiden Jones on first down, a gain of 6 on the carry.
Now, one thing I'll know about Coach Hood's teams, they're going to play hard. I mean, he won't have it any other way. They're going to hit. I mean, when they get an opportunity to hit. And 0-8, it's got to be hard to still put those pads on some nights and go out there when you know you're outnumbered. But Coach Hood is a good coach, and he'll get this program turned back around for sure.
Now here comes Cole Alford, and he's across the 20 up to the 15, running up to the 10, and he's going to be brought down around the 9-yard line. First time we've seen the junior here tonight. Cole Alford, he looked pretty good at times against Logan County. He broke off a couple good runs, and there he is with an early carry here tonight. I believe Coach Cheney trying to just piece together that running back position with the loss of Blake McPherson, and we saw a lot of relying on Jarian Williams last week, and Aiden Jones as well carried an extra load, as Jones is your lone running back in the backfield right now. Howard Hampton out left, and Delk's going to pull it, and he's going to take the carry down to about the 3.
Tackled by Wyatt Todd, a sophomore. And the one thing about this roster, and the ones on the field for Allen County for sure, they play a lot of young guys. There's a lot of freshmen and sophomores that see a lot of time for this team. As
you were saying, that Scottsville is not going to back down from any kind of contact. They're going to get out there and hit. And, that comes sometimes with coming from a small town. Second and goal.
Little pride there. Williams walked in.
Jarian Williams walks in for a touchdown, Wildcats. 6-0 here in the early going for the Franklin Simpson Wildcats, just under the 8-minute mark here in the first quarter. Brody McAllister on for the extra point. Brady Delk to hold. They're set. Here's the snap. Little low, had to pick it up very quickly, did Delk, and good job by him to get that one up for McAllister to kick it. We're going to take ourselves a nice little 30-second break, 30 seconds, and we'll be right back to you on WFKN.
Well, that started just exactly the way it should have.
Welcome back in, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN. Your Wildcats are on the board early after forcing a 3-and-out by the Patriots and marching down the field themselves and make this one a 7-0 ball game with just under 8 to play here in the first. Here's McAllister's kickoff, and he's going to field it at the 10. And he muffs it, and he's going to run back, pick it up. He's going to try to bring it out again, and he's going to get a very good return after
something out of
muffing
nothing.
it. Yeah, he ended up with a 10-yard return there after muffing the football and bring it out to the 20. So
it was Bladen Beavers on the return.
Okay field position even after the fumble. So 1st and 10 for the Patriots. It looked a little out of sorts there with the opening drive going 3 and out. And so now we're going to see what they can do after learning what this Wildcat defense is looking like. I do see number 17, Jackson Price, running out there, defensive back. Brady Delk splitting out wide, finding a receiver. Cole Alford as well. Now Delk's going to back off. That Alford's lined up with one. Here's the snap. There's the handoff up the middle, and he's going to be stuffed right about the line of scrimmage. Dog pile on the ball and everybody there. The Patriots have remained in a shotgun formation. They've run 3 and 4 wide receiver sets so far. Heavy with a tight end on one side or the other, with the Patriots marching, or doing their best to at least. March from left to right on your radio dials, as now they're going to be looking at 2nd and 10 from their own 20. 2 running backs in the backfield, 3 wide receivers. Look for the Wildcats to bring some pressure here with only 5 down linemen.
Delay of game.
Delay of game on the Patriots here. Going to bring up 2nd and 15. I tell you what, that's not a penalty that you see very often happen in a high school game. But there it is very early on to just further the point that this Allen County Scottsville offense is out of sorts. And
young, and got some guys playing that maybe wouldn't be a normally. So a lot working in to their disadvantage tonight.
Absolutely. They are going to be in for a long night if that continues. Lots of pressure up the middle, and he's going to throw it out wide.
What a catch.
One-handed
he
catch
called him
there.
out of bounds.
Oh, boy. Hey, I'm rooting for the Wildcats. That looked like a catch to me. He got 1 foot in. I'm just saying.
Man.
What a catch there by number 7.
Beavers,
Beavers.
Yeah, Bladen Beavers.
I mean, that wasn't quite Odell Beckham Jr., but pretty doggone close. I mean, he reached out there and snagged that thing.
And now it's 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15 after the ruled no catch. I mean, that would have made it 3rd and 10 at best as he was running out of bounds. Hood looking left, throwing left, nearly picked off, went off the hands. Good defense there. I believe that's number 26, John. I'm not going to say his last name.
For the Wildcats?
Yeah.
26.
I don't want to insult the young man.
Oh, yeah, I don't know how to say it either.
Habamihi, freshman. First time I've called his name all season. Made a great play on the wide receiver there and broke up the pass. Punt team on for Allen County Scottsville. Looking for the rugby-style punt again, and he gets it, and Perry's going to field it. And oh, my goodness. He caught it and slipped right out of his hands. He ended up with about a 6-7 yard return as he tried to catch it and take off running at the same time. But, wow, that was dangerous. So 6:20 left to play here in the first quarter. And Wildcats with very optimal field position as they are starting this drive in Allen County's territory at their 39-yard line. Well, that defense has looked pretty decent so far. And Allen County has not done really what I thought they would do and try and just stick to the ground game. They have thrown it around a little bit. So handoff up the middle there off the right guard for Aiden Jones, and he's going to fight for yardage. He's going to have about an 8-yard gain on first down, bring up 2nd and 2. 7-0 here at the 6-minute mark in the first quarter. Man, I love watching Aiden Jones run the football.
Yep.
It is a delight. He's not overly big, he's not overly fast, but it's got a little bit of Cam Scattaboo to it. Looking deep, throwing deep, Brody Perry across the middle. Touchdown, Wildcats! Broke inside on the post. That was a 32-yard bomb from Delk to Perry for the touchdown to make this one 13-0 with 5:39 to go in the first. And here's McAllister on for the extra point. Wow. We don't typically score that quick, Brian.
Nope.
Another low snap. Delk sets it. McAllister boots it through, and the kick is good. We're looking at 14-0 here with 5:39 to go in the first. We're going to take us another 30-second break, and we'll be right back to you on 92.3 WFKN.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during like the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber.
Cody Schuler alongside me, my legendary partner, Brian Talley. Your Wildcats are up 14-0 against the Allen County. Scottsville, and that kickoff is fumbled and jumped on top of there by Beavers. And that's his second one he's bobbled here tonight. That one had a little bit of wobbly nature to it off the foot of McAllister. I tell you what, if I was Beavers, I probably would have let that one go and just saw if it would have bounced out of bounds. And hopefully got himself some better starting field position. But 5:32 to go here in the first, and Allen County Scottsville's offense has been unable to do, well, anything.
No.
Which is kind of what we expected out of an 0-8 football team. They are more than likely in for a long night here against the Franklin Simpson Wildcats. Here's the handoff.
Nope. He kept it.
He kept it and tried to pull it down and run with it. Might have been a fumble as we saw some Wildcats.
He was down.
Ruled down. Going to be a loss of 3 on the play.
They had a game earlier this season. I was going to try to which game it was. Against that Warren Central game, the Patriots had negative 13 rushing yards.
Wow.
For the game.
Goodness.
So they're not getting a push, and it's just.
So 4 wide receivers, trips right, nobody in the backfield for Hood. Takes the snap, looks right, trying to set up the wide receiver screen. He completes the pass, and he's going to be pulled down after gain of 2.
Got back to the original line of scrimmage, I think.
Yeah. Going to bring up about 3rd and 10. We've seen this twice so far already here tonight with the Wildcats defense stepping up as we're just under 4.5 minutes to play in the first, and this could be their 3rd 3 and out. That's unfortunate, honestly. Trips right again, 1 wide receiver over to the left, 1 running back in the backfield for Hood. Patriots, 5 down linemen. Wide receiver goes in motion over to the left. False start. Wildcats are going to clap it up there and going to bring up 3rd and 15 for the Patriots. Just struggling. See Coach Hood over there or their offensive coordinator, one or the other, you can tell him, pick it up, run it, as he's kind of circling his arms around almost in a false start motion. Just tell him, run the thing. 4 wide receivers set now, 1 running back in the backfield. Getting the play is Hood. Here's a snap. Back to pass, looking left, under pressure, running left, and he's trying to get away from a would-be Franklin Simpson tackler, and he got sacked by about 3 different guys.
And that wasn't Hood, Cody. That was Josh Williams.
Okay, so Williams is back in now. And he had no chance.
None.
No chance. I don't even know who to call the sack for. I wanted to do my best Mike Keith impression and sack, but I don't know who got it because there was about 3 different Wildcats in on that tackle, and now Allen County, they're going to have a hard time because we've almost gotten to 2 of these punts, and they're going to be standing in the very back of the end zone. And I guarantee you the Wildcats are coming after this one. Here's the snap. He gets it away. decent punt.
Yeah, not bad under the circumstances.
Yeah, all the way out to their own 45-yard line, and Perry's going to try and run wide left, trying to look for tacklers.
Good
and he's
tackle.
A very good tackle, and there's going to be a flag on the play as well.
In the back.
I mean, probably about a loss of 2 on the return as Perry tried to break it left, but he got run down.
Be a block in the back on the Wildcats.
2:48 on the clock here in the first quarter. 14-0, Wildcats leading this one currently.
And again, Cody, it's not going to matter tonight, but that's a couple of penalties already on punt returns that
Yes.
that against a good team, those type things will get you beat.
They sure will.
They won't tonight. I mean, well, they better not tonight. But and those are things that this team, for whatever reason, just has not been able to clean up this season.
Now, I'll take individual calls for referees, and I'll be upset about individual calls. I don't ever want to, as Aiden Jones takes a ball and goes up the middle and gets a gain of nearly 10 yards, about 9 on first down. But I don't ever want to sit back and blame a referee for an entire game, as I feel like we could have done once or twice this season. Once being last week. But anyways, I digress from that. I'm still hung up a little bit. I'm going to be honest on a few calls, but those certainly are calls that the Wildcats have to be consistent if we're going to win anything in postseason play. There's the handoff to Zay Hampton. He takes it around the right side. He's got a lot of room, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the Patriot 33-yard line. A little extracurricular there, and some laundry comes in late.
I think that's going to be it may be a late hit out of bounds.
It looked like it to me. He was out of bounds by a long shot, and about 3 different Patriots ran in, shoving Hampton, pardon me. That's twice the night I've called him Howard. I don't know why. I haven't done that once all season.
That's what it is.
Zay Hampton with a great run on there, and they're going to tack on another 15 for either a personal foul or a late hit.
It was a personal foul, yep. Still 2 minutes left in the first quarter. We thought this game may go fast because both teams like to run the ball. But,
yeah. I mean, this has been so far a 23-minute first quarter in terms of total time. With 2 minutes left. So there goes. Nope. Delk's going to pull it out of Jones's belly and run it himself, and he's going to get a gain of about 4 on the carry on the option run by the quarterback. I have praised Brady Delk's ability to know the right times to pull it out of the belly of his would-be running back many times throughout the season, and that right there is just another phenomenal time when Brady has pulled it out of the belly of his running back and ran it himself, and because Jones more than likely would have been stonewalled right at the line of scrimmage. Not necessarily that we need to be overly concerned with that here tonight, but turn that into a 4-yard run. 2 down running backs. The double handoff, jumping over would-be tackler, looked like Cole Alford on the run, and he is pushed down hard. Couldn't see exactly. I think that was Zay that ended up with that run, and we're going to end up with 3rd down, 3rd and 4. Is this our first 3rd down? I think.
I'd say it probably is.
I think this is our first 3rd down. 45 seconds to play here in the first. 3rd and 4. Wildcats leading 14-0 here in the first quarter. 2 down running backs. Jones. Alford goes in motion over to the left side. Going to take a look. And timeout Franklin Simpson. So, to recap a little bit of what we've seen here in the first quarter, the offense for Allen County, Scottsville, has been able to do anything at all, quite honestly. And the Wildcat offense has done what it does, and that is run the football. And whenever you run the football as well as you do, that opens up the passing game, in particular the deep pass. And Brady Delk was able to find Brody Perry on a deep crossing route across the middle on the post and score a touchdown on a 32-yard connection to score the second touchdown of the game for the Wildcats. Jarian Williams has run in the other one, the senior running back who was our Pelican Snowball Player of the Game last week. And we've got exactly 30 seconds on the clock here in the first as the Patriots are heading back out onto the field. A little bit of coaching up here as I'm sure Coach Chaney would like to have his Wildcat team get this 3rd and 4 and then go ahead and punch it in and make this a 21-point first quarter lead. I would imagine that's probably what that timeout was about, to go ahead and get this first down and then get on the ball and score it. Or, who knows, maybe I'm wrong. He might run this play and then let the clock roll. Here's the handoff.
Didn't get it.
He's stuffed.
Yeah. No, he's still. Well, no, they stopped his forward progress.
They stopped his forward progress. And some extracurriculars there after that one was over. Jarian Williams. I tell you, speaking of Jarian, as the clock's going to continue to tick and we are going to end up with 3rd and 4, I went and found Jarian afterwards. And I see Jarian, and it looks like we're going to just run out the clock. But I'm going to stick with you here just for a second because I want to talk about Jarian some more. A fine young man. I got to talk to him for just a moment, and I wanted to take his picture with our Pelican Snowball Player of the Game plaque. And Jarian, he's much taller than what I thought he was. Down on the field, looking up here from the press box, I assume the young man was about 5'7". Nah, he's closer to 5'10".
Wow.
And I don't think he said he was 5'10", but that is a stout young man as well. A very nice young man. I know his parents have got to be proud of him. He was very well-mannered and cordial to just a random radio guy like me walking down there and saying, "Hey, man, can I take your picture?" So he, Mr. and Miss Williams, parents, everybody at home, family of Jarian, you should 100% be proud of that young man. But I did just basically want to make the point that he was much bigger than what I thought he was. As our cheerleaders are having some fun, throwing out some free T-shirts. We saw them throwing out some stuff to the student section. Nice little contingent of students here tonight. I see one young man with no sleeves on down there. Brother, I know you cold. You ain't fooling me. I don't care what kind of muscles you got. You standing still. You ain't down on the field with your blood pumping. You got to be cold. So here come the Wildcats on 4th down with 4 to go. I don't really know what to expect here with 2 down running backs, Williams and Jones. Duck's going to take it. Oh, and he swings it out to Williams, and he misses a would-be tackler.
He didn't get it.
No, he did not. A 4th down stand for the Allen County Scottsville Patriots. A big-time defensive stand for the Patriots that, the initial linebacker tried to pick that thing off out of the air on the toss to Williams. That's kind of what I expected there on the play call, but kudos to the Patriots for running that one down. So turnover on downs. Here comes Jamarius Franklin, the senior. One of our fine Franklin Simpson seniors here on senior night. Under center this time, looking deep right, throwing deep right. Ooh, and nearly hits the would-be receiver in stride. A good-looking pass there by Williams, I believe.
Yeah, that's Williams. I'm not sure why he didn't start the game, but I don't know. He definitely throws the ball better than Hood does.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
And had a much better throwing motion.
Yeah. Hood didn't look comfortable at all.
He did not. And our Wildcats.
And you might expect that out of a sophomore, honestly.
Yeah. Running it up the gut this time are the Patriots. It's going to go to 3rd and about 7
Brings up third down.
11 and a half to go here in the second quarter. Your Wildcats leading 14-0. 7:29, almost half past the hour.
I have not been able to track down a score yet. I figure that game will be they're in the Eastern time zone, so that game's probably getting close to being over with. It would have started an hour before we did.
Oh, and Williams fakes the handoff, rolls out to his left, or pardon me, to his right, and tries to hit the receiver who got to blame that one on the receiver. He overrun the route by a lot. He was almost out of bounds by the time the ball got there, and he would have been short of the first down marker by a good 4 yards. So the punt team returns for Allen County Scottsville deep in their own territory on 4th and 7 after the incomplete pass. Perry deep to receive for the Wildcats.
Yeah, they don't call a timeout. They didn't have enough players on the field.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion there. And I tell you what, this late in the season, you shouldn't be having that on special teams. That is a hard miscue. Even with players missing tonight's game for the Patriots, I'm told, that's still a hard one to swallow for a coach, because your players at this point in the season should know, hey, I'm a special teams player. It's a punt. I need to get out there, and that's going to be a difficult pill for Coach Hood to swallow. As we've said many times, and I'll just repeat it, it's a tough pill to swallow for Coach Hood, probably, for being winless on the season.
Yeah.
Scottsville, an excellent community. All right. Another rugby punt. It's blocked. It's still going to take a Allen County Patriot bounce, and they're going to dive on top of it at about the 22-yard line.
You know, talking about Coach Hood, Cody, this is his 20th season as the head coach over there. He's got a winning record, obviously one more than he's lost. They were 9-3 last year. I mean, this is such a surprise from Scottsville. And by the way, this is the 46th time these two schools have met since 1971.
Wow.
The Wildcats lead the series 33-12.
Woohoo! Going to make it 34-12 tonight.
They better.
Jones, the lone backfield runner. He's going to not take the snap, and it's going to go around the right side to Hampton. He's going to make it to the 10, the 5. Goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. Zay Hampton on the first play of this drive takes the handoff wide right after the wing tee is run to perfection on that one for another touchdown, Wildcats, with 10:53 to go here in the second. They're going to make it 20-0. About to make it 21-0, I would imagine, after the McAllister point after. He's missed 2 all year. One inexplicable one last week, and the first one of the year was blocked, and that one is going to be put up and through and into, underneath the school bus. We're going to take us a quick break, and we'll be right back in 1 minute right here live on 92.3 WFKN.
In Franklin, we keep things moving, from the work trucks to the family vans. We all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead.
Welcome back in, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's live coverage of Franklin Simpson High School's Wildcat football. I'm Cody Schuler. Alongside me, my legendary friend and partner, Brian Talley. And we just had a kickoff by the Wildcats after the Zay Hampton run for a touchdown to make it 21-0. And a little bit of, I mean, it was a short kick, I guess, for terms of Brody McAllister. It was fielded at the 20 and brought out to about the 28-yard line, where the Allen County Scottsville Patriot offense will take the field 1st and 10 from their own 28. 3 wide receiver set, shotgun, 2 running backs in the backfield. They're going to hand it off. He's going to try to go off right guard, and he is swarmed by Wildcat tacklers. Broke it, runs back left, and he is going to end up with a gain there. He made chicken salad out of that.
Yeah, that may be their biggest offensive play of the night there.
Brings it out to the 32-yard line.
It's easy to see, unfortunately for the Patriots, why they are 0-8. There's not a lot of team speed, it doesn't appear. They're not real big, and that's a bad combination.
Absolutely. They still are noticeably a little slow breaking the huddle as well.
Well, they're trying to run as much clock as they can while they have the ball, so that the Wildcats don't have possession.
Handoff again, and he breaks the tackle. He's bringing it around the right side. He picked up a block, and he is going to carry a couple of tacklers.
Hard run.
I tell you what, that's some fight right there. That's a couple of good runs.
I think that was Lakin Clark, a senior, if I read the number right.
There's a flag on the play afterwards, and that's going to go against the Wildcats for sure, the way that looked. I think there was actually 2 flags on the play. Detae Garrett comes off the field there. Not sure what happened.
They're throwing somebody out of the game, Cody. Yeah, he's been ejected for something.
I don't know what happened there, because I didn't see anything.
Our coaches are not complaining, so clearly it was something that was. Wow.
Well, not going to go into that one because, if there's one thing I don't ever want to do, it's run these young men through the mud.
Sure.
And so, anyway, we're going to be one less player in this one. Hate to see that, but that was a penalty that ended up being against the Wildcats, and that is going to be an automatic 1st down for the Patriots. It's going to put them across midfield after the run. And we're going to end up with a 3rd and about 3, but now they got 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 48-yard line. Out of shotgun, here's the handoff, and they're going to continue to run it. He's got a lot of room around the right side, a gain of 10, 15, 20, across down to the Wildcat 18-yard line, and they're going to give him a heck of a good spot. I mean, wow. We're still playing football here, Mr. Referee. Don't need to give them 3 yards for free. So anyways, a big 1st down run for the Patriots. That's going to be a gain of 28. Gain of about 33 yards on that one. My goodness. So 1st and 10. From about the 16, and nearly wrapped up the backfield again. I tell you what, something that we haven't seen necessarily all season, and that is the Wildcats' defensive line breaking through the line of scrimmage and getting pressure into the backfield. The problem is that we've been unable to bring down the Patriots' running backs. Now, this is far and away the best offensive sets that we've seen from the Patriots as they get another a positive yardage 1st down run, and they're looking at 2nd and 7 now. Now, if I'm Allen County and I've seen what I've seen here, I don't throw the football again for the rest of the game. I mean, you're down 21-0, and here's the handoff around the left side, and he's going to try to cut it back, and he does, and he gets a decent little gain there for Beavers.
He's close to the 1st down. He doesn't quite have it, but he's close.
Close to the 1st down. Going to be 3rd and about 1.5. Hard to tell exactly from our point of view up here.
And, you mentioned it pregame, I think, Cody, that we've had a little hard time tackling, especially against the run this season and last week specifically. And it has not shown itself until this this drive here.
So, a big-time 3rd and 2 for the Patriots. They're going to remain in shotgun. An odd set here. I don't even know what to call that. But they are going to hand it off, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield. Yeah, they had a bit of a heavy set there, and I don't know if there was a wide receiver or a running back lined up behind the left tackle with a tight end outside of that lined up on the line of scrimmage. And so now they're going to look at a 4th and 6. And they're obviously going to go for it here.
Yeah.
But what a difficult situation to be in, down 21-0 with 7 minutes to play, and 4th and 6 on the Wildcat 17.
And they just about got to throw the ball.
Throwing it, and it's complete.
And they had the first down, and he dropped it.
Oh, my word. That is heartbreaking for
Hit him
the
right in the
Patriots
helmet.
fans. Yeah, a good throw there by Williams, and it's going to be a turnover downs for your Wildcat football team. And here comes the Wildcat offense, and right now is exactly the time that I would expect the Wildcats to essentially put on a back-breaking drive. Unless they break a big one, because your Wildcat football team can certainly put together a 6-minute and 54-second drive against this Patriot defense. A very heavy set as Perry is lined up very close inside, and there's the handoff inside, and Jones slipped a little bit on that one. Still
he had
got
some
a gain
room
of,
too.
Yeah, he sure did. Off the right guard, he had the carry, a gain of about 6-7 on that one. I can't believe I just did that. Stop it. Off topic. I was working in OR 6 and 7 today.
Oh, gosh.
Oh my Lord. I can't escape this, Brian. I can't escape it.
No. It started out with just the kind of the middle school kids, but now they all do.
Here's the handoff coming around the right side. Cole Alford, he's got a lot of room to run. Oh, man, one broken tackle away from it. He does make it out to the 30. And I'm going to see if I can catch Mr. Kessler here before he walks away. Hey, Sam. Hey, Sam. Nope, he didn't hear me. He kept going. It's noisy up here in the booth sometimes.
It is, yeah.
Just over 6 minutes to play here before the first half is over. Wildcats leading this one 21-0 over the Allen County Scottsville Patriots. Themselves a nice little drive there. Made some very positive offensive plays. And then the Wildcat defense stood up. And now, wow, Delk in the shotgun. We don't see that very often. He fakes the handoff, and he tries to keep it himself, and he is wrapped up very quickly in the backfield. Play whistle dead before the ball comes out is what the referees are going to rule that one, as the ball did come out. A loss on the play that time.
Brings up 2nd down.
Going to make this one 2nd and 12. Delk getting the call. Stepping into the huddle, and Patriot defense doing a fine job that time, getting into the backfield.
Yep.
Now Delk goes back under center. Zay Hampton in the backfield. Williams goes in motion. Handoff is to Zay. He's going to look up the middle, and he's going to be stuffed and put down after about a 3-yard gain to make this one 3rd and 9.
And, you know, talking about positions, Franklin does not like to be in a 3rd and 9. Well, nobody likes to be in 3rd and 9 position, but especially when you depend so heavily on the run, you don't like 3rd and 9. But this is still, I think, a first down that the Wildcats should be able to pick up.
Absolutely.
Maybe they go to the air here and try to pick it up that way.
Yet to punt, even though we did have a turnover on downs deep into the Patriot territory on the last drive. Delk under center. Williams and Jones in the backfield. The double handoff, and Zay's looking for room, and he lowers the shoulder, and I think they're going to place him right at the line of scrimmage, so a gain of none. Brings up 4th and 8, as they're going to call it. 4th and 8 for the Wildcats. And here comes McAllister on to punt for the first time tonight.
I did not think we would punt all night long, honestly.
I tell you what, the Patriots defense, they appear like they've learned.
And they're playing hard.
They sure are.
They are.
I tell you what, they're popping some pads out there, as our audience is probably tired of hearing me say. An okay punt there out of McAllister. Going to take, and he touched it. Get on the football. It hit the foot.
Sure did.
Number 24 for the Patriots. He tried to jump over some chippiness happening out there on the field. Referees breaking that up very quickly. And I tell you what I love casing him shoot. He just stands there. That's a big boy out there on the football field, plays linebacker for your Wildcat football team. And casing him shoot, he just stood there like completely unbothered by the situation, completely unbothered that was even happening right in front of him, almost to say, try me, buddy. I love that kind of attitude out of a linebacker. From the shotgun, low snap, handoff, wrapped up in the backfield, going to be a big loss.
I think we were offsides. We got fortunate there that didn't get a flag. But if we weren't offsides, it was awfully close.
Just over 3 minutes to go here in the second. A loss of about 5. Going to call that a loss of 4 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 14. 7:45 in the evening. 51 degrees here in Franklin. 4 wide receivers set. Gas lined up out wide, and the quarterback bobbles it, and he's gonna take a hit right there from Aiden Jones on the sack.
Patriots going in the wrong direction here. It's going to be
direction.
3rd and Scottsville here.
Yeah, it sure is.
And at this point, they're just hoping that clock keeps ticking and gets to halftime.
Absolutely, as we're nearing the 2-minute mark. From the shotgun, here's the snap, here's the handoff. He's going to be hit right about what was that line of scrimmage on the 3rd and 20. And now under 2 minutes to play, they're going to have to bring out the punt team. Brian, that's about as bad as it gets for an offensive drive. Back-to-back plays where you're losing yardage and then you don't gain anything on the 3rd down attempt. And as you said, it was 3rd in Scottsville. So they're going to be punting this one.
They're still having trouble getting enough guys on the field.
Special teams. Still having trouble. That's difficult. So punting from about his 13, 14-yard line. Got a decent kick on that one. And, Perry fumbles that one, but he picks it right up off the bounce. And he's going to have a gain of about 5 on that return.
Both teams have had trouble hanging on to punts and kickoffs tonight.
So going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the Scottsville 45. I'm going to see if I can't get head baseball coach and athletic director Matt Wilhite to stick around for halftime so we can grab a quick interview with him.
He'll charge you.
Oh, he's got a job to do. Okay, I see the script in his hand now.
For once, he's got something to do.
He's got something to do. So, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats out of the shotgun, and Delk is swarmed. And did he fumble it?
I think he did. Now they're going to throw a flag. No fumble.
No fumble. He got it on.
It probably has to be a face mask, I guess. I don't know what else it would be.
I don't know what that would be.
Unless we held. Yeah,
personal foul.
What he
didn't make the call.
It had to be a face mask.
Yeah, it had to have been a face mask.
Now that's when you know you're having a rough season. You get back there and get a big sack and still get called for for a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, that would have been at least a loss of 8 on that one.
That stings.
So it's 1st team remains 1st down. 1st and 5.
So I guess they called that a spot foul, and,
Yes.
and it's going to be 1st and 5. And
Nobody really knows what's happening now.
yeah, timeout there on the field. I think that's a referee timeout.
Yeah, the official across on the Allen County Scottsville side on the line of scrimmage called it.
Because I don't know if you can have a personal foul and it not be 1st and 10. After
I don't know.
Even if it is a spot foul after the 15 yards there, I don't think I've ever seen 1st and 5 after a personal foul.
Last week we had a 1st and 7 after
We
something
did,
happened. So,
yeah.
We're getting used to it. 1st and 6.5 maybe.
Yeah. That one was. Oh, that was a weird call. I do remember the 1st and 7, but I don't remember what it was.
I don't either.
Dealt back to pass, looking across the middle, and missed. His receiver Bennett threw it behind Bennett. Bennett tried to turn and dive for it.
Yeah, you were right. It's 2nd and 10 now.
And Brian, I'm surprised that we were passing on 1st down there.
Yeah, I mean,
With less than a minute to play here in the 2nd quarter.
and we get the ball after halftime.
We do. From the shotgun, back to pass again. Throws the shoulders and then throws it deep to Perry. Perry looking for it.
Good coverage.
Covered up well there, and the Patriot player's going to let him hear
Hey,
about
why not, right?
I guess so. I tell you what, though, the Patriots, even though they're down 21-0, they have
You wouldn't know it.
no back down right now in any of those players. And those kids, they are out there pushing and shoving and talking all that smack that they want to talk right now. But maybe if they had that attitude at the beginning of this game, then we wouldn't be up here somewhat relaxed from the press box. Here's the handoff. Williams has got it. He's got a lot of room. He's going to cut it back. He's going to go over to the 30, and he is suplexed down. And Jarian popped up and looked around like, what was that? Well, me too, Jarian. Because he just took you to Brock Lesnar's Suplex City, buddy. That was awkward if I've ever seen awkward before. Timeout on the field to stop the clock by the Wildcats. That was their 2nd charge timeout here of the 1st half. Got 1 left while leading 21-0 here against the Patriots. 38 seconds left on the board.
Little Johnny Cash being played over the speaker system.
It burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire. I love it. So,
You never know what
oh man, you know it's funny. I was listening to another station recently, which
What?
hey man, I don't get 92.3 down in Nashville. It doesn't pick up until I hit White House.
Yep.
So for all of our listeners,
I get it.
you can listen to 92.3 from White House all the way up to the north side of Warren County. I think just about the time that you hit Smith Grove. So we'll say Buc-ee's because, you know, everybody knows where
Everybody knows
Buc-ee's
where
is.
Buc-ee's is.
All right. Howard Hampton goes in motion. 3rd time tonight I've called him Howard. And he is wrapped up in the backfield. Down for a loss. Sacked again. My word. The Patriot defense has been getting into the backfield at will. And
I'm not sure if you're Coach Cheney, you necessarily thought you'd be burning through timeouts against this team. He's shaking his head kind of now at his guys.
Our offensive line has been stout all season long, and this I don't know what to call this because the Patriot defense, other than I think it was Chavez, they don't have a ton of pressures. They don't have a ton of sacks.
No.
So to be giving up this sort of pressure, I'm sure he's probably chewing the backside of this offensive line down there right now.
The quarterback didn't have. I mean, he didn't have a chance there. Delk didn't have a chance.
And some of our run plays are long developing plays as well.
Yeah.
With the double handoff that we'll do, the motions that we will run. We run a lot of pulling guards and tackles for this wing T style offense. So it is a little bit like, come on, boys.
That was a loss of 6, so it's 2nd and 16.
Dealt back to pass, rolling right, looking right. He is going to throw it, and that one's going to be caught by Jackson Price.
Going to be about 2 yards short.
And good job by the sophomore to know, get out of bounds. So 23 seconds on the clock. Your Wildcats pretty, I'd say they're relatively within distance of the leg of McAllister if they don't find their way into the end zone. So going to be 3rd and 1 here with 23 seconds to go. No timeouts for the Wildcats. Wouldn't be shocked to see a pitch wide left or right.
I'd say they'll throw the ball.
Zay Hampton out wide left.
They'll keep throwing the ball with no timeouts.
Cross the, oh, wow. And that didn't look good. Thrown behind Perry and the safety for the Patriots.
Kind of hung Perry out to dry there.
He sure did. That's a catch that nobody wants to be trying to catch. And we're going to see a field goal attempt off the leg of Brody McAllister. It's going to be about a 31-yarder. Nope, longer than that. Pardon me.
25, 38.
38 yards here from the spot. Nobody told me math would be included.
It is included. Yeah.
So going to be duck to hold. Here's the snap. The hand is down and it is up and it is
made it
wide right.
Oh,
wide right.
See, my angle is so bad right here where I'm at. It looked good from here.
Yeah, wide right. He had the leg. So 38-yard
field goal
attempt is no good. Yeah, it probably would have been good for, I would imagine, another 5-6 yards of distance there. Could have hit from about out to 40, but it wasn't wide right by much. So an excellent try there. If he was more lined up towards the middle, might have had a better opportunity. But on 4th down, the way this Patriot defense has been playing, I understand the idea to kick it. Now they're going to hand it off, and a lot of running room out the right side, and they're going to have another good run against this Wildcat defense.
That's Lakin Clark again. He's had a couple of big runs tonight.
A gain of about 14 on the play. And Allen County, they're going to call timeout. Well, 5 seconds left on the clock. We are going to have some halftime festivities here.
I would not have thought it'd be 21-0 at halftime.
Yeah, I anticipated about 35-0 at halftime, because what that right there means is we haven't scored in this quarter.
Yep.
21 in the first, and the
Patriot
it was 14.
Defense. We scored 7 this quarter, didn't we?
Did we?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. We scored 7.
I was thinking that they had
it was right as after the quarter started, but maybe the next play after the quarter
Zay's
started.
run.
Yep.
Zay's run.
Yeah.
I apologize. I was wrong. Jackson Gass gets into the backfield unblocked, and that's going to be the end of the second quarter. So Jackson Gass ends this one pretty quickly. The linebacker, glad to see him, the junior, one of the top tacklers on this team. And your Wildcats are going to carry a 21-0 lead into halftime against the Allen County Scottsville Patriots. So we got a lot of halftime festivities, and we've got some recapping to do after the break. But we're going to take us a good long 3-minute break here. And Brian and I will be right back after these messages to talk to you all about what's happening here down on the field on 92.3 WFKN.
Shotgun snap, he's split, throws the jump ball into the end zone, Groves, he caught it, Slayton, touchdown! The handoff to Anderson. Simpson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down.
It's halftime on Franklin Simpson Channel 9. Halftime is sponsored by Grease Monkey of Franklin, as well as Franklin EPB Fiber.
In Franklin, we keep things moving. From the work trucks to the family vans, we all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during like the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really, weather's not really going to affect it much unless like a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
When the Wildcats hit the field, the best seat in the house isn't the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin Simpson Watch Party headquarters. Every game, all season long. Bring your crew and grab your favorites from our made-from-scratch menu and catch every touchdown, basket, home run on multiple screens. Rack House Restaurant and Bar in Franklin, Kentucky, where Wildcat Nation gathers. See you at the game, right here.
Accidents happen in a split second, but the repair doesn't have to be a headache. At Eaton Collision in Franklin, we bring your car back to life with expert repairs and a flawless finish. We'll work directly with your insurance company to make the process quick, easy, and hassle-free for you. From dents to major damage, trust Eaton Collision to get you back on the road fast.
Ready to see the world without the stress of planning? At Picture This Travel, we specialize in creating unforgettable travel experiences, tailored just for you. And now we're excited to launch Franklin Simpson Alumni Travel. Imagine exploring incredible destinations across the globe, side by side with fellow FSHS graduates. Travel together, make new memories, and celebrate the Wildcat spirit worldwide. For more information, follow me, Julie Walters with Picture This Travel on Facebook.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
We're looking at a 21-0 football game right now for Franklin Simpson. 5-3 coming into this one tonight. It is the Franklin Simpson Wildcats, and they're on top as they should be, 21-0 against the Allen County Scottsville Patriot football team, who was winless coming into tonight, sitting at 0-8. Now, I'm going to talk for a second about this because I feel like it's
Our next inductee set the tone for what became the great Franklin Simpson boys basketball program. We compiled a 146-87 record during this time. We amassed multiple 21 seasons and was the first in our school's history to win a regional title. 15 years ago, the borderline reunion was held in honor of our former players in appreciation for what they did for winning Franklin Simpson basketball. Coach John Price. Our next inductee was a 1992 graduate of FSHS, while starring for the FSHS basketball team who amassed 1,194 points, which is 14th all-time, and 612 career rebounds, placing 5th all-time. He was named all-district, all-region, and all-state teams were playing a huge part in leading our FSHS boys basketball team to a regional title and 4 state tournament appearances. He would go on to Austin Peay and play basketball, where he finished his career with 1,345 points and 525 rebounds. He would help lead Austin Peay to the 1996 OVC title and NCAA tournament appearance. He was named All-OVC in junior and senior years, while finishing with a career of 15 points, averaging 15 points and 8 rebounds. In 2007, he was inducted to the Austin Peay Athletics Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jermaine Savage. Our next inductees to the Conner Cougars 16-0 in the Class 3A KHSA football state championship game, which will give Franklin Simpson back-to-back state championships and back-to-back state championship shutouts in those games. Ladies and gentlemen, our FSHS Hall of Fame team this year is your 1980 FSHS 3A state football champions. Let's give our inductees a big round of applause. and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your Franklin Simpson High School Marching Band. The band is under the field direction of senior drum major Caitlin Reed. The band's 2025 program is entitled The Harmons Code. This year's production features music from the Mandalorian, Billie Eilish, Young Cats, Rick Kidd, and Bon Jovi.
Roulette wheel spinning right, right, right.
Franklin Simpson High School marching band, you may take the field.
Outlaws run this town. There's a code we all live by. Rule number 1. A fugitive must have a bounty. You don't work for free. You better run.
Tonight's show would not be possible without the continued support of your school board members, Mr. Jim Foster, FSHS Principal, Mr. Michael Nix, FSMO Principal, Mr. Jackson Rover, Director of Bands, the Director of Athletics, Mr. Matthew Wilhite, and Franklin Central Band Movement. The band is under the direction of
by the way. The only undefeated team left in 6A.
Before you move on,
yeah.
That is incredible. As a team that does not knowingly of anyone that I know of recruit as a Trinity or a Highlands or anyone else would in the northern Kentucky or / Louisville area, that is phenomenal.
They'll recruit. They'll take you, but they don't go out. Like, they've had some Franklin kids that have.
Oh, yeah, for sure. If you want to go play ball there, your parents want to move, of course.
But they won't, But anyway, okay. Barron County leads Warren Central 15-14. Bowling Green 28, Grayson County 12, Metcalf 22, Clinton County 16. This score is surprising on the surface. I don't know how good East Robertson, Tennessee is. East Robertson. Franklin Simpson coach Doug Preston now coaches and has totally flipped that program on its head for the better. And wouldn't that be an interesting way 2 weeks from tonight for the Wildcats to make that drive up Interstate 65 and take on Coach Preston?
Brian, tell me why Doug Preston is a legendary Franklin Simpson head football coach.
2 state championships. We'll do that, I suppose.
Yeah, sure will.
I think there's some things that happened, or he would still be the coach here, in my opinion. I think he liked it here.
Who wouldn't like it here?
But that's water under the bridge now. But it will be, selfishly for the drama leading up to the game, I hope Brian Davis is shaking his head. Yes, I hope John Harden wins tonight. I just do.
Hey, that makes 2 of us. I hope so as well.
I just think I would love to go up and shake Coach's hand and see him again. he had a very good run here at Franklin.
Yeah, as Hampton receives the second half kickoff, he's out to the 25, dancing around across the 30, brought down right about the 30-yard line. So your Wildcats receiving the second half kickoff, leading this one 21-0.
And I'll say that one last thing on that.
Yeah.
Whichever one of those two teams we play 2 weeks from tonight, they are good. Both of those teams are really good.
Yes.
So it's going to be a tall task for the Wildcats, regardless of who they wind up playing.
Yeah, and either way, we're going to wind up taking about an hour and a half drive north, up 65, to get to North Hardin or E-Town, as they're both relatively close by to one another, at least as far as my GPS goes. Delk under center, hands it off to Jones. Jones looking for some room. He's up to the 35 and stood up by some ACS tacklers.
I'll tell you, this Patriot defense, Cody, they're playing hard. They have not quit.
They are playing extremely hard. And I tell you what, the one thing that has kind of surprised me too is in that first quarter, they were back on their heels a little bit, waiting for the running backs and the offense to come to their defense. Now they are getting upfield. As Hampton breaks one, he's digging all the way up to the 50, a gain of 15 on the play for another Franklin Simpson first down. But they are trying to get upfield as quickly as possible and break into the backfield to bust up the handoffs, to try to get into the teeth of that wing T style offense that Franklin Simpson runs so well. In a moment, too, where it is in honor of senior night, I'm going to try to go down the list of seniors. And I'll see what I can do. And there's the handoff to Jones, and Jones is in for a gain of 6. And that right there is nothing wrong with Aiden Jones after Aiden Jones after Aiden Jones, because that young man, I said it in the game against Logan, and I'll say it again here tonight, a healthy dose of Aiden Jones is going to wear out an opposing defense over time.
I found a score.
Oh, okay.
This was, we'll call that play then, I'll tell it.
Jarian Williams off the right guard, and he's going to be up ahead for a first down. A gain of about 8 there on the play after forward progress. Jarian Williams looking every bit the part as he was last week.
About 30 minutes ago, it was getting ready to be halftime, and Elizabethtown was up 21-14.
Okay.
So that's
tight game.
That's the last update, and I found that on the Elizabethtown High School Twitter page. So
okay.
I gave them a quick follow so we can keep getting those updates.
Very nice. Under 10 minutes to play here in the third quarter. There's the handoff up the gut, and it is more Aiden Jones, and he's going to be up for a run of about 10 or 12 yards there after the would-be tackler ran into him. And Aiden, he just hops up right there and it just stands still. I tell you what, I just like watching that kid run.
Let's see. I'm even going to turn their tweets on so I get an alert when that account tweets. So
going to see a timeout on the field here. 9.5 to go here. Franklin Simpson putting a good opening drive third quarter. Franklin Simpson moving left to right video dial in this beginning of this third quarter. And I've got the senior night script for this team, and I'm gonna fly down through them here, try and find some of them. We're gonna see, let's see, this is gonna be some of the people who have, well, we've got some females in here, so I'm not really sure exactly. I I want to talk about the football team. But we honored so many people here tonight. This was a long list of young men and women who've done great things for this Franklin Simpson High School program and themselves, quite honestly. Here comes Franklin Simpson to the line. Delk under center. Jones and Hampton in the backfield. Hampton goes in motion. Handoff is to Williams up the middle. He's going to fight for some yardage.
Sure did. And
brushes off a tackle.
Fight was a good word there.
Yeah, gain of 5 there on the first down run.
Now, having said how interesting it would be to go and play John Harden, it'd also be interesting to go back to Elizabethtown. That is where I called my first football game as play-by-play back in the day.
Okay.
For Franklin Simpson.
Okay. Yep. Oh, going to be a... Oh, they're going to call that
offsides, yeah.
Offsides on Allen County. I was thinking it was going to be an illegal formation by the Wildcats there for a moment. Illegal motion or something, maybe.
Well, let me just say this. I went out to take a little break during halftime, and it has
I know where you're going.
It has gotten cold out
there.
I mean, you don't realize it. Like I was like, oh, my gosh.
You know, I'm like you. I'm about to get up because this metal chair that I'm sitting on, it's cold on the backside.
And you see some people packing up and heading to the exits right now, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. As the handoff is to Jones up the middle, and he kind of stumbles a little bit. Still good for a gain to make it a first down. And something about Aiden Jones also here in this scenario where you just said it's cold out there. I mean, it's an even 50 degrees right now according to my weather app. But at the same time, when you're down on that field and you're getting hit over and over and over again, something about somebody like Aiden Jones barreling into you time after time, you're going to get tired of it.
But also, those kids don't get as cold as us old people do. You know?
Come on, man.
I mean, I just call it like
Here's
it
the
is.
handoff to Williams. Williams is going to go fight for some yardage. And I tell you what, Jarian's done a fantastic job of here tonight is that after he gets hit, he's been able to turn his back to these Patriot tacklers and try to spin off of them and keep his feet moving and gain probably an extra 1 to 2 yards out of almost every run that I've seen him make here tonight as we're nearing the 7.5-minute mark. And the Wildcats are pretty close to scoring here again, 2nd and 5 down at the ACS 8. Delk under center. Here's a snap. Handoff to Nope, he kept it and pulled it back, and he's going to run off a would-be tackler, and he's going to let them know about it.
He did.
Touchdown, Wildcats, 27-0. With 7:25 to go here in the third. And we got a player down. Helmets off. It's an ACS player. And that doesn't look like a cramp either. Prayers up for that young man. Hope that it's nothing too fairly serious. As we have a Patriot down on the field. Well, fantastic job there by Brady Delk to pull that one back, and he had a lot of room to run there off the right side, so they could have made another first down if he was tackled ahead of the goal line, but he was able to run off a would-be tackler and make it in for his first touchdown of the night. So far, we've seen Jarian run for one. We've seen Brady throw for one to Perry. We saw Zay run for one, and now Delk has run for one as well. A lot of Aiden Jones on that one. On that drive. The young man is still down out there for the Patriots. They don't seem overly concerned with the situation as we haven't seen him bring anybody out or anything other than just trainers. But and he is obviously communicating with everyone.
Oh, and now I can give you another Score update.
Okay.
Bottom of the fourth in the first game of the World Series.
Hey, now we're talking.
Dodgers 2, Blue Jays 0. Okay. Oh, it just updated. Okay.
It just updated.
2-2. Never mind.
Well, I've never once said this before in my entire life, but go Jays. So I'm going to run down this list of seniors that I've got here, and I've kind of got to spot track it here from our list of players on our roster as the Patriot player is up and he's being helped off the field. And we're going to start with number 6, defensive back and running back, senior Blake McPherson. And then quarterback, number 10, the fellow senior Brady Delk. 2 huge parts of this team. And then number 20 plays tight end and outside linebacker and senior Caden Bennett. And then we're going to see Jarian Williams, the man who has stepped into a much, much larger role from the running back position and defensive back, and having a great game here tonight. And then number 34, running back Keegan Hazel. He's been sparingly used as a running back many times. And then offensive lineman, the only lineman that we have that plays both ways on the field, and senior number 50, Jackson Kraft. And then we're going to go over to offensive tackle number 60, senior Patrick Moss. And then we're going to go to tight end number 80, Killian Thompson. And then our final senior on this year's team is senior tight end number 83 and defensive end Jamarius Franklin. We appreciate all of our seniors so much.
Extra point was good, by the way.
Brody McAllister on for the extra point, and we're going to take us a good little 30-second break, and we'll be right back with you right after these messages on 92.3 WFKN.
My favorite thing about working here is getting to serve the community and help people with their electric and their fiber internet.
We're local, so we live and work right here in Franklin, so taking care of our neighbors isn't just business, it's personal. Fiber means faster, more reliable internet for work, school, and entertainment without lag or buffering.
It's more than power and fiber, it's about peace of mind.
We're not just an electric company, we're neighbors.
Welcome back in, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN. Your Wildcats have just put another touchdown up on the board, making this one a 28-0 football game with 7:25 to go in the third. The Patriot defense still playing hard out there, still pushing and shoving and making their mark. As McAllister boots this one down the field, it's caught about the 14-yard line. They're going to bring it out, dancing around. He's got a little bit of room, does Beaver, and he's going to break it around the right side. A great return here, and he's going to be brought down at their own 35. Here comes an extra flag for some extracurriculars again.
Beavers has been a good spark plug for the Patriots tonight.
He has. He's played very well, showed some speed and some lateral quickness here and there.
I want to give a shout out.
Block in the back on that laundry out there.
To Owen Stamper. Some people may not know who that young man is, but he played high school golf at Allen County, Scottsville.
Okay.
And this week, yesterday, playing in his first PGA tournament.
No kidding.
The Bank of Utah Championship, and he has made the cut in his first PGA tournament. So kudos to Owen Stamper.
I formation for the first time tonight, and the handoff is going to be slung down there. Tackle made by senior Caden Bennett. No gain on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 10. Maybe a loss of about a half a yard. No, they're going to mark it at about a full yard. One of my favorite things to do at WKU is if you've ever been to a football game this season, you've seen me down on the field as your in-game host. Mm-hmm. And one of my favorite things to do is what they call a pitch for Pappy. And basically, you can have an opportunity to take a sand wedge of a golf club, and here's the handoff up the middle, and he's going to be back up to about the original line of scrimmage. But anyways, you take a sand wedge and you hit a golf ball about 20 yards, and you try to hit it into what's a small garbage can? And I love making jokes about people's swings. and I was told over the last home game that we had that one of the lines that I used has gone down in lore and been used many times throughout. Jackson Gass with a free run into the quarterback, Williams, and Williams has to almost throw it away. Nearly hit the receiver, too, though. But Jackson Gass with a full-on sprint into the backfield. But Brian, one of my favorite lines that I've ever used, and it's going to bring up 4th and 11, and ACS is going to have to punt again. One of my favorite lines was I looked at this young man that was up there, and I said, man, are you swinging that thing like Tiger Woods or Tiger Wish he could? Because I don't know what to make of that swing so far. And
that's good.
The high punt, and it's going to make it about the 48, and then it's going to bounce across. An ACS bounce, make it down to the Franklin Simpson 47. So not bad field position for Franklin Simpson to get their second drive of the third quarter going.
And if they can go put a touchdown on the board here, we would have a running clock.
Which, I tell you what, feels kind of like an important drive whenever you think about the running clock. Because not only do you want to get out of here with a win, but you want to make a statement, and at the same time you want to get out of here injury-free.
Yep.
I don't know if you call the Glasgow game a big game since it's not a district game to finish out the season, but there's a toss out wide left to Hampton. He's got a gain of 5. Going to go down after he got about a gain of 7 on that one.
I think it's a big game only in the regard of, you want to hopefully build some momentum, going into the playoffs.
For sure.
But I think either coach would tell you probably if that game were to get out of hand either way, you're going to see a lot of guys sit, just because you're not going to take the chance of, losing somebody, to your point, in a game that, really. And by the way, that game next week is Thursday night.
Thursday night.
Somebody's got to remind me probably.
The handoff to Williams around the right side, and he's going to have a first down run, and he's across the 40. And there's a face mask that nobody's going to see. Yep, no flags. I didn't think that anybody saw it, but it is still good enough for a first down. It was not an egregious.
It would have just been a 5-yarder regardless, so.
Looks like we've got a player down. We can't really see them from here because the team is
Patriot.
Yeah, we got a Patriot down. Can't see them because the players are blocking our view.
And an interesting dynamic when these two teams play each other. Coach Chaney and Coach Hood are literally best friends.
Yeah.
Went to college together. I
did not know this.
They are. So you wouldn't see either coach come out and try to embarrass the other one tonight. You wouldn't see. I don't think you'd see either one of these coaches do that. Period. Mm-hmm. But you're not going to, just because of the respect and the friendship that they have for one another. They've been through the battles together, and get an opportunity to coach against each other every year. So that's a pretty cool.
Friendly rivalry.
Yeah.
I love that. I really do. I love that so much.
Now, I'll tell you, if they both are up here in the press box at the same time after the game, they'll give each other a little bit. They'll get after each other in a respectful but friendly way. But a very, very close friendship those two have. Williams.
Whoa, there goes Williams. Man, he's broken that. Shows off the speed.
37 out. Touchdown.
37 out. Touchdown, Wildcats. Jerry and Williams. I tell you what, he's got a long white sock on one leg, and it's like you can see how fast his legs are moving. Yeah. Man, looking strong tonight is Williams. So now, with 4:21 on the clock, 34-0, assuming McAllister makes this extra point, we will go to a running clock here in the third. There's a snap. The hold is down. The kick is up. The kick is good. Right into the window of the school bus. Good on them. They have them on. But it's time to, as we say at WKU, warm up the bus. Warm up the bus because we're about to have a running clock situation right after this kickoff. 35-0, the Franklin Simpson Wildcats on top in this one, and this is exactly what we expected out of the Wildcat team. I'm honestly a little surprised that it took us till 4:21 in the third to get to the 35-0. But you got to give some kudos to that ACS defense that played so well throughout that second quarter, putting pressure after pressure after pressure on the Wildcat offense. They're holding a little bit of a huddle over there on the ACS sidelines, and probably just a little bit of, all right, boys, let's go get them.
Elizabethtown leads John Hardin 24-14 in the third quarter.
And remind me, we play the winner?
We play the winner. Yep.
Okay.
So right now that would be Elizabethtown. The game ended right now.
Calster on the kick. There it goes. Decent kick again from Brody. Fielded about the 8. Up the middle does go Beavers, and he's going to be ridden down at about the 25.
He's still up.
He is?
Yeah.
No. He went down.
Oh, okay. I guess that was just some extracurricular stuff I saw. I saw a big huddle moving, and I thought somebody was still up with the ball.
I thought to myself, man, I saw what I thought was Cole Alford ride him down there. It made a good jump on the back of Beavers, and we do have the running clock at hand now as we are nearing the 3.5-minute mark of the third, and ACS takes the field. It's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. 4 wide set, pardon me, from the shotgun. Here's the snap, and it's down in the dirt, and that's going to be, he's going to have to fall on top of it. Good job there. The bad snap.
Well, when it rains, it pours. When you're 0-8, things like that just seem to they just happen. Like it's.
And that's kind of stuff that gets in a young man's head out there.
Sure.
Hopefully they don't quit playing at this point, and they continue to give it their best. But that right there, that's one that just, bores a hole in your mind and just says, let's pack it in. 2:45 to go now in the third. Still from the shotgun. Same set, it looks like. Nope, we're going to go 3 wide left from the shotgun. Now here's the snap, and it's still down low.
Goodness.
And he's going to get it away, and he's going to complete it.
And he fumbled it.
Oh, he fumbled it, and Franklin Simpson looks like they are on top of it.
And they are.
Yep. Franklin Simpson football after the fumble.
And again, you're 0-8, and those things like that just like.
Case and Himshoot on the fumble recovery.
Number 5, Case and Himshoot in the recovery. Wildcats.
We've called his name a few times, and Case and Himshoot has had himself a ball game. he just slapped Jackson Price out of his helmet nearly right there. He was so pumped up. My word. Oh man, that's fun. So now a very short field, 1st and goal for the Wildcats from their own 9 or 8 as it's lined up to be. Back to pass, caught by Perry, and he's going to be brought down at about the 2. A good pitch and catch there from Delk to Perry. Good to see that. Good to see that they can make that happen. Perry's going to step out of the game now. 1:20 on the clock.
Okay, John Hardin scores. It's 24-21, E-Town.
Okay. All right. Right back in it is John Hardin. So, Coach Poston not out of it. See, while I was around for those championships and everything and celebrated along with everyone else, I wasn't in touch with the program yet. 3 down running backs. There's the handoff to Cole Alford, and he's going to fight for yardage and does get across the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. Cole Alford on the run. making this a 41-0 blowout of the Patriots. Alford, I think his second touchdown of the season, maybe his third. Snap is down, kick is up, kick is good. We're going to take us a 1-minute break as your Wildcats now lead this one 42-0 as we're nearing the end of the third quarter. We're going to take us a nice little 1-minute break, and we'll be right back with you right after these messages live on 92.3 WFKN.
When the Wildcats hit the field, the best seat in the house isn't the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin Simpson Watch Party headquarters. Every game, all season long. Bring your crew and grab your favorites from our made-from-scratch menu and catch every touchdown, basket, home run on multiple screens. Rack House Restaurant and Bar in Franklin, Kentucky, where Wildcat Nation gathers. See you at the game, right here.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Welcome back in, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's live coverage of Franklin Simpson High School's Wildcat football. The kick is away after another good Wildcat touchdown and a nice return for the Patriots. Going to bring that one all the way down to about their own 34-yard line. They're going to mark them at the 35, it looks like. Wildcats leading this one, running clock 42-0. This one's all but over at this point with a running clock here to start the fourth quarter. 11 and a half to go. It's going to keep going until the clock runs out. And, you know, Brian, we've had ourselves a game here tonight. The Patriot defense held up in the second quarter, played well, held the Wildcats to 7 points there in the second. But the Wildcats come out here in the third, and they flat out put it on them, scoring 21 in the third. Nearly picked off by Zay Hampton there on an errant throw.
And that's Hood back in at quarterback. I have not figured out tonight what they're trying to accomplish.
Me either.
With the two quarterbacks. So.
Well, and you know, Hood was listed as appearing in 4 games as a quarterback coming into tonight's football game, and Williams was listed as playing quarterback as 7 games coming into tonight. So it hasn't been all season.
Right.
I don't know what to even make of that situation because Williams, I'm not trying to rain on Hood's parade or anything, but Williams has thrown the ball better than what Hood has. Now he does complete a pass there. Gain of 5, going to make this one 3rd and 5 for the Patriot offense. Patriot offense, you know, they did have one decent drive that ended up in a turnover on downs because they were down 21-0 at one point, and they ended up getting a penalty, and it turned into I think it was from a 3rd and 2, and after the penalty it ended up being 4th and 7, and they went for it and obviously didn't get there as they were deep in Wildcat territory at that point in time. But as you've said a couple times, when it rains, it pours. Incomplete pass attempt. Jackson Price on the coverage, and
be 4th and 5. I guess they look like they're going to punt. I thought they'd go for it. No, maybe they're going to go.
Yeah, I think they're going to keep everybody in the game. They're going to go for it here. With the running clock situation, 42-0, I guess.
Why not?
Yeah, let's get some experience out here and figure some things out. Brian, I will say one of my favorite times of year right now in what I like to call crossover season, as we've got a full slate of NBA games. As Hood is back to pass, evades some coverage.
College basketball's right around the corner.
Oh, and he is past the line of scrimmage and tries to throw a forward pass. They are going to whistle it dead, but he was 2 yards beyond the line of scrimmage. I guess it doesn't matter because it was fourth down. So turnover on downs there. Western Kentucky University had their first action of the season in an exhibition win, a 39-point win over Kentucky Wesleyan on Wednesday night. We won't get into the scheduling of that, but I tell you what,
I've
the
said
Hilltoppers,
my piece about it. Okay.
our Hilltoppers looked phenomenal. From my opinion, the three-point shot wasn't necessarily falling the way that they like to, but it was our first game, and that's why we have exhibitions to get our guys comfortable. We played everyone on the roster, and the new additions to your Hilltopper basketball team, and Bryant Celebonge and Grant Newell and Armello Boone and Tyrion Murdoch seeing action for the first time in his third season at WKU. As
Wildcats have went to the bench and got some young guys in there.
Arian McCormick on the carry, brought down for a loss. I have to be careful because I could talk about Hilltopper basketball all night long. But I want to say this, the return of Tegan Moore. And I'm pumped for this season, man. It's going to be a fun one. Conference USA, look out because the Hilltoppers are back. I think preseason tied for second in preseason projections. Run up the middle there. Keegan Hazel on the run, the senior. Getting some love here on senior night. Going to make this one 3rd and 8.
Brings up third down.
The competition will step up greatly next Thursday night in Glasgow, Kentucky.
It sure will. Glasgow undefeated on the season in 3A football. Nash. Billou in at quarterback.
Oh, that fooled nobody. Oh, ball's out.
Yeah.
He's going to run that back for a touchdown.
He's going to run it back for a touchdown. He sure is. Allen County Scottsville is going to get on the board after a fumble recovery.
That's going to be a penalty.
And that's going to be a penalty.
You just can't do that. Oh, no, now we got to fight.
We got to fight down on the field. And he just kicked him.
Yeah. And we started that.
Boys, stay on the field, on the sidelines. Do not. That was.
You just cannot do that.
Can't do that. It is a 42-0 game. You cannot do that right now.
And if you're just listening on the radio, what happened? The Allen County Scottsville player scored the touchdown and had his back to the field, and a Wildcat run up behind him and just wiped him out for no reason.
In the end zone.
In the end zone. Yeah.
It's been a chippy game all game long, but that is completely uncalled for. Oh man, I hate to see that.
And we're gonna have some ejections here on both sides probably, because to your point, when they got down there around the fence, and I guess that's the west end zone. There was some kicking and punching and things going on.
Yeah. There were
just things you never want to see, especially in a game that has gotten out of hand like this.
There was a Wildcat that made the poor play that went down there and hit the Allen County returner, I guess defensive player, after he had scored the touchdown and blasted him from behind. And then he just kept running towards the fence on the west end zone. And then 2 Patriot defenders ran and pushed him down, and when he went down, there were kicks that were being had. And I wish that the running clock could have kept going, honestly, and this one just be over after that, because that is no show of sportsmanship whatsoever. We don't want anything remotely close to that ever to happen out here on this football field. That's just blatant fighting.
No, we're going to get the call. And the unfortunate thing is, in high school, they don't have a microphone, so you don't know numbers. But
we're going to watch the white hat here.
My goodness.
Touchdown's
good.
Dead ball.
Unsportsmanlike. Franklin, dead ball, unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, he pointed
personal
the wrong way,
foul.
I think. Yeah.
Franklin, not accepted. Personal foul. Franklin, personal foul. ACS, not taken. I don't.
And again, it's unfortunate in high school. You really don't know, who they called it on. Did anybody? I don't think anybody got thrown out. It looks like everything's going to offset, and they're just going to play football. And maybe that's the best course of action. But
yeah.
And maybe if there's going to be any, penalty, so to speak, for the players involved, you leave that up to the coaches, in practice this coming week or something to.
I hope so.
To dole out any penalties the coaches might deem necessary, but you just cannot.
No.
You cannot.
No. That's completely uncalled for, as our special teams is going to run out on the field now. So the fumbled handoff is what got this started, and the Patriot defender picked up the punt, run it back 50 yards for a touchdown, and things ensued afterwards that just wasn't pretty, uncalled for, unsportsmanlike, to say the least. And
hit that clock.
Yeah, I don't want to. When things like that happen, I hate to paint any more of a picture than what I have to, because at the end of the day, I don't want to put any more on these kids than what is necessary, because these are kids. Now, they're big, strong boys. Don't get me wrong, capable of doing some very serious things, but they're kids, and we parent them and we love them, and try to teach them things. And I guarantee you, they're going to be learning some things from that this coming week, because that wasn't good. Moving on. 42-7 running clock, just over 5 minutes left on the clock.
Kudos to Allen County. They get on the board. So
I'll tell you what, they're pumped up out there right now. They're fired up in the kickoff line, and I guarantee you there going to be some hitting in the final 5 minutes of this. I hope we don't ever have to have another Hilton situation like we had last week, where each team gets a stern talking to, which was ridiculous. But anyways,
into the third quarter, E-Town leads John Hardin still 24-21.
Perry picks it up at the 15. He's going to run it out across the middle, and he's going to be brought down nice and easy around the 44-yard line. And I tell you what, that one got over pretty quickly, but they wanted to start something there. They did. Come on, boys. Let's just all go home in one piece. So going to be first and 10 for the Franklin Simpson Wildcats from their own 44-yard line with a running clock, 4:20 to go, leading 42-7. The defense, in large part, Brian, has done their part tonight.
I mean, again, against an offense that, their high point total in the year is 18 points. So, you would have expected our defense to play well. They better have played well.
Yeah. And judging by what I've seen from this offense tonight, it must have been a struggle to get to 18. And I don't mean that to embarrass them or anything like that, but it's just been tough. Hazel on the carry, pushing the pile, gain of about 3 or 4 there. Nice little extra work in for the senior on senior night. referees continuing to have conversations out here, and that's a tough one. As NJ Downey runs out onto the field, the freshman.
Franklin had 12 players on the field, so that's a 5-yard penalty. That's what that was about. And you might expect some of that with all young guys out there.
Going to be 2nd and 3 now. So that must have went against. hang on. Yeah, that's got to go back the other direction, fellas.
Yeah, they moved the ball the wrong way.
Yeah. All right, so it's going to be about 2nd and 12.
No, about 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Yep.
Okay. Under center is Nash. Nash is going to take it, and he's going to pitch it out wide left. That's going to go to Anderson. Cam Anderson is going to get it back up to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down for the Wildcats.
By the way, you're listening to 92.3 WFKN Franklin, Kentucky. We just missed the 9 o'clock hour, but it's okay.
It's okay. We're trying to finish up a football game here.
Maybe the FCC will forgive us.
And Brian, as we are finishing up here, our home stand for the 2025 season for Franklin Simpson football, and the Wildcats are leading this one big time, 42-7 over the Patriots. Man, I just want to say thank you as Anderson takes the handoff. Gain of about a yard on that one, swallowed up around the line of scrimmage. Just want to say thank you so much for being a part of this with me. Sure. It has been an absolute pleasure to get to know you better. I already knew you beforehand, right. But not extremely well. Yeah. And it's been my pleasure to get to grow closer to you and your family.
Feels mutual.
So thank you, my friend. It's been a lot of fun.
And maybe we've still got several more weeks left.
Fingers crossed.
You know.
As we'll head into basketball season too, our listeners will hopefully hear your voice here and there.
Here and there, maybe, yeah.
Yeah. There's the handoff up the middle, and it's going to go for a 1st down.
Good
and
run.
Jackson Price. Yeah. No, Arian McCormick.
Yeah, that's McCormick.
McCormick with a strong run. Hey, there's Superintendent Tim Schlosser. We got 45 seconds up on the clock.
That might be. I don't know if they started the play clock or not. I was going to say that maybe we may not have to run another play, but
I think we're going to do one more.
I don't know if the play clock, if they'd already started it or not.
Hey, Mr. Schlosser, could I get about 30 seconds of your time? I'm going to ask you to put on a headset, just because it's not very often that we get an opportunity to talk to our Simpson County superintendent as this game's coming to an end and your Wildcats win at 42-7. I love that you got a headset on during games. And I know you've been up there in the cold. You're all bundled up here. Can you tell us about what it is you've been doing for our Franklin Simpson football team this season?
Honestly, I don't go to practice. I just help Coach Profit on defense, just down and distance and identifying formations and chart plays.
Yeah? Well, I love that so much, because you might be the only superintendent in the state that's handling that kind of extra duty. And why? Because you love it. And,
I do.
And that's what makes it so fun for me, just to pick up on, and our community should appreciate you so much, just for being not just a job to you, and being, a part of the community and the school system, because I've seen it in other places, and just wanted to say thank you for that.
Oh, no, thank you. I enjoy it. I mean, John asked me, Coach Profit asked me if I'd help, and I said, I can help you on Friday nights. I said, that's about all I've got time for. And I said, I can chart plays, and I can tell you what the formations are and what the down and distance is, and kind of help him through that. But he's done a great job. Obviously tonight, great win, great playing defensively. So it's been fun just to help.
The defense certainly stepped up tonight.
They did. They played a lot better tonight. Yes.
Yeah, did what they were supposed to do, and as we come away with no offensive scores given up to to the Patriots.
Good win, to get that. It's the last district game, and little momentum. Got a big game next week at Glasgow, so that'll be a tough win for them. And but no, it's exciting. I just like to help any way I can.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming and just saying hi to me.
Yeah, thank you.
That's your Simpson County School Superintendent, Tim Schlosser, as he's going to pass the microphone back over to my buddy Brian. Brian, before we go, do you have a score update by chance?
Funny you should ask.
For North Hardin versus Elizabethtown, because that's a huge thing we're going to keep an eye on.
10 minutes ago, we said we were going to Elizabethtown.
Yeah.
Well, if it ended right now, we're going to John Hardin because John Hardin just scored a touchdown and leads 28-24 about midway through the fourth quarter.
Wow. Okay, so that one's going to go down to the wire, and we're probably not going to be able to tell you until next week when we see you on Thursday.
Yep.
Brian's already got his coat on and warming up.
I got an early day to Elizabethtown in the morning.
You sure do. You're going to learn that drive before we go.
That's right. That's right.
About 90 miles up I-65.
I'll scope out the food places.
Now you're talking. I wish I could join you on that. The only thing I know is off of exit 92, they got a pizza place. I cannot think of the name of it, but there is an excellent pizza place right off of the exit. I went to church camp there as a kid.
Gotcha.
And there's a really nice little church camp there, and I will never forget the sound of the cannons going off at Fort Knox constantly throughout the night and the morning, and how many times that those things woke me up.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really, weather's not really going to affect it much unless a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
When the Wildcats hit the field, the best seat in the house isn't the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin Simpson Watch Party headquarters. Every game, all season long. Bring your crew and grab your favorites from our made-from-scratch menu and catch every touchdown, basket, home run on multiple screens. Rack House Restaurant and Bar in Franklin, Kentucky, where Wildcat Nation gathers. See you at the game, right here.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Accidents happen in a split second, but the repair doesn't have to be a headache. At Eaton Collision in Franklin, we bring your car back to life with expert repairs and a flawless finish. We'll work directly with your insurance company to make the process quick, easy, and hassle-free for you. From dents to major damage, trust Eaton Collision to get you back on the road fast.
In Franklin, we keep things moving. From the work trucks to the family vans, we all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Ready to see the world without the stress of planning? At Picture This Travel, we specialize in creating unforgettable travel experiences, tailored just for you. And now we're excited to launch Franklin Simpson Alumni Travel. Imagine exploring incredible destinations across the globe, side by side with fellow FSHS graduates. Travel together, make new memories, and celebrate the Wildcat spirit worldwide. For more information, follow me, Julie Walters, with Picture This Travel on Facebook.
My favorite thing about working here is getting to serve the community and help people with their electric and their fiber internet.
We're local, so we live and work right here in Franklin, so taking care of our neighbors isn't just business, it's personal. Fiber means faster, more reliable internet for work, school, and entertainment without lag or buffering.
It's more than power and fiber, it's about peace of mind.
We're not just an electric company, we're neighbors.
So as far as preventative maintenance, to keep outages at a minimum, one thing that we do is pole inspections. So we'll drive across the system, we'll dig out around the bottoms of the pole, see if there's anything rotten, we'll check the pole's integrity in general. So as you can see now, we're changing out some wire on some poles that we have recently changed out. As they age, they start to crack or rot at the bottom, so we try to stay ahead of those types of outages. Probably the neatest part of working here. So working in the community that I live in and grew up in, there's a lot of satisfaction that comes from that. You know, if there is an outage, there's a good chance that you're restoring power, maybe to a family member, a friend, your preacher, something like that. So just being able to help and serve the people that you know, that's a good feeling.